Friends, I'm Hima. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, I make videos on travel, photography, research and motherhood. This is my second video on organization, and in this video I'm going to tell you how I organize my daughter's clothes. So this system works wonderfully for small spaces, and I have spent very less amount in creating this organization system. It's less than $50. Organizing baby's clothes is a time consuming process, so if you do not have a good system in place, then it can be a nightmare because these clothes are very small, and then if you lose them, you'll never find them. So you need to have a very good organization system, and this is more important before the baby starts going to daycare, because until then you can manage the chaos, but once they start going to daycare, your day in and day out, it will be so busy that you'll not be able to keep up with it. In last month of your pregnancy, you'll have this sudden urge to just cleaning and organizing your house, and that is called as nesting instinct. I was so obsessed with organizing that all I used to do when I was pregnant was just look at bunch of videos on how to organize baby's clothes, and after a lot of research, this is a system that I came up with. I've been using this system for 1 year and it works wonderfully for me. The goal of your organization system should always be to create enough flow in the system but not micro organize it. You always have to look for 4 things in that system. First thing you need to know is space. How much space are you willing to allot to the system? We live in a small apartment in Bay Area, and our system works for small spaces much better. However, if you live in a place smaller than this or bigger than this, you need to create your system accordingly. Next thing is know if you have access to washer and dryer, and the reason you need to know that is if you do not have access to washer and dryer, like in our case, we use a shared washer and dryer in the community, and that is the reason we have a bit more clothes, because we wash once in every 2 weeks. However, if you have access to washer and dryer, then you don't need so many clothes. That means you don't need to have a lot of space for your organization system. Next thing is know your budget, how much you're willing to invest on the organization system. If you see online, there'll be elaborate videos which will contain lot of organizers, dividers, small storage boxes, big shelves, chests, and they are exclusively bought for baby cloth organization. But then the one that I am using is not that elaborate. It's simple and it works. So I bought this organization system from Amazon for $23. And the next thing that you need to look for in your organization system is it must be easy to use. When I say easy, it's easy to access, easy to manage on day-to-day basis. And it must also be easy to sort. And I do not follow any Marie Kondo method, nor I have any elaborate methods for organizing my clothes. No shelves, no dividers, nothing fancy. And your organization system must also be sustainable. It's easy to create a great organization system initially, but then that's something you should be able to continue in the future. And as I mentioned before, don't micro-organize, because if you micro-organize, it's extremely hard to keep up with. And then I'll show you my organization system as an example, and I'll show you the techniques that I have used.
So this is the organization system, and the first thing that I want to say about the system is always try to use a hanging system over a folding system. I always prefer to hang than fold, because baby's clothes are so small that if you fold, so you cannot see what is there. So I purchased these hangers from Target. This is 8-pack for $1. And also sometimes when I purchase clothes from any place, I try to ask them if they can provide me hangers as well. So in that way I have a few extra hangers. All of these kinds of hangers are from Target. And whenever I purchase something extra, I ask them to provide hangers as well. So as soon as I wash the clothes, I immediately hang them. And this method also will save a lot of time, because folding takes time, but if you just have to hang them, it's much easy. And then also babies have a bunch of different kinds of clothes like caps, socks, bibs and pants and onesies. So mostly I hang here all the onesies and the onesies as well as frocks, and also jackets and other small ones. And then in this organizer I have wash clothes as well as bibs in the back. And then I have socks in this one, and I have caps and gloves in this one, and then we are using this one, so you can ignore that one. So this is the one where I have pants. When it comes to pants, I do use a folding system, because in that way I can keep everything together and still see what is there and not there. And this is the organizer that I bought from Dollar Tree for $1. And then here I have some swaddle blankets and some skirts, and then I do organize some small items like all the hair clips, hair bands, and this one. So for these kind of small items, it's always best to use a small organizer so that things are all together. However, always try to buy organizers with a lid on, because now my daughter is so naughty. She'll just come and then she'll pull out everything. That is the reason I place all the heavy items on the bottom, and then things like this on the top are on the top, but they still have a lid, so that makes it easy to keep them from losing. I have the diaper bag here. I don't use this often, but I still always have some basic essentials in there. I have the wipes and couple of diapers here, and then I also always try to keep a few tissues in there. And then I have a burp cloth here just in case of any emergencies, and I have this changeable mat which I can use for changing my daughter's diaper anywhere outside in case of an emergency. We really don't use it much because we don't go outside as much, but yes, all of these small things will come in handy. So I keep this here because I want to keep only things that my daughter cannot pull in the bottom, because she is now able to reach everything, so she pulls everything out. So things like pants, I always want to keep them slightly higher so that she doesn't pull on them. And then in this storage bin, I have some of my daughter's memorabilia that I've been storing since her birth. I have some I have our bands from the hospital, her cap, and then shoes, her first dress to daycare, and a few small things in here. And then I also save the diaper pail refills. And then I have one of this tutu skirt here, which I don't use as much. I only use it for kind of taking photos or for Halloween or so. And then I have another, I also have like a waterproof cover here. After all the clothes are washed, I try to put everything on here, and then I try to fold the clothes. So I had these storage organizers from before. I really did not purchase them, but these small ones, I did purchase them from Ross. It wasn't expensive. I think I got this entire set for like $4.99, and then these two also for like $3.99 or something. And then in the bottom I've put all my daughter's books there. My daughter received a bunch of books as gifts, which she of course doesn't read yet, and I don't read to her as much. But yes, she likes to tear the books for sure. So all the books are there. And then in this box I have all her ethnic wear in here. I'll be taking pictures of her in the ethnic wear as well in future, if you're interested. And then in this storage bin has all the items which are big for her, slightly big for her, but I still want to keep them because I don't want to run and chase clothes when I'm looking for them. So I have a bunch of clothes, different kinds of clothes here, and my mom is a tailor / fashion designer, so she had actually bought a bunch of clothes for my daughter, so I have them here. And then you must have seen this in my other videos. So as I mentioned, because we wash every 2 weeks, I do have a little bit more clothes for my daughter, and she goes to daycare every day, so we actually have to change clothes every single day and sometimes on the weekends. And now she has started playing with food, so we do have to change her clothes a little bit more often. So we do require more clothes, and she mostly is wearing her 9-month onesies at this point, and a few of the 6 months also do fit her. So that's the reason I recommend not to buy too many small clothes or newborn clothes. Always start buying from 3 months, and when they can buy more clothes of slightly older age, say like 9 months, because you will definitely need more of those. And also my daughter is slightly on the petite side, so she's been fitting into somewhat smaller clothes as well. This is all the place that I have allotted for my daughter, and all her things are usually confined in this area. I try to not let her clothes take over the house. So this organization system works great for small spaces, and this is great for working women as well, because all the organizers are still accessible, and then the system is very sustainable, and that is what you really want. So I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, do give a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and let me know if you like this organization system, and see you in my next video.